Thank you very much, gentlemen. And it's actually one of the games that we kind of thought would go the way it did, coming out of coming out of picks and bans for their champions. It was really something different actually coming in for Faker that we noticed is that Fizz pickup.
Yeah, and this is really a testament to SK Telecom's versatility here, because actually that's the first time Faker's ever played Fizz in a professional match. And that is his 19th different champion in 51 professional games. So that gives you some idea of the scope of his champion pool. And it's also only the third game that Piglet has ever played on Ezreal. So they're trying to mix it up here, trying to get some different strategies in. And I think that's a good sign.
It really surprises me that he would pick something new and show it against GamingGear that like other teams in the group are going to pick up on, oh, he plays Fizz. But at the same time, I think he might just be flaunting his huge champion pool, being like, I'm Faker, I play everything, and I'm good at everything.
I just think it's the opposite. If you have a chance, if you get into a game where you're top favorite to win and you have a little bit of leeway, let's face it, they're outclassing the other
I'd
team.
agree with
With
that.
all respect to GamingGear, you cannot like discredit that SKT1 is like a giant compared to them. And this gives you a little bit of leeway to try new champions, still at a world-class level in front of the crowd, like the same setting, just to introduce something new.
But not only that, I think it's actually good to use it because at this point you're saying, hey, look what Faker can play, and you may not have thought it's a threat before. That's another ban that Faker can absorb right now, and I think it goes further in the mind games that way.
Yeah, specifically with the Ahri Fizz play we've been seeing so much of, and people trying to pick Fizz against Ahri, even though it hasn't been scaring people off the counter pick as well, it could just be another thing that adds to Faker's repertoire.
And just one more thing about that game, with these picks, with the definitive win that was found, it was a slow start there for SKT. They kind of put their hard hats on before really going full force.
I think at the beginning we still saw SK Telecom being a little shaky in that game. They were over-aggressive at times, but really when it came to that dragon fight, you could see how well, Kobe was talking about the power spike that they got with Trinity Force and Lichbane. They knew it was a great time to fight. And not only that, but their team fighting was virtually immaculate. When they came in with the Assault and Battery, it chained perfectly into Vault Breaker, then into Shenton, then into Zyra. And so that chain CC, that's what we expect from SK Telecom, and that's what allowed them to take the Dragon and 4 kills, and GamingGear got absolutely nothing in return.
All right, so with that game, now let's take a look at the Group A standings. With their win, SKT has taken control of second place, at least for now, while GamingGear is looking for their first win here at Worlds, still 0-3. So all week long, we've been talking about what kind of impact Faker can...